Hi everyone. I just purchased a iPhone SE 2020 and the red one as well. Really nice. Really nice color, and of course, with most Apple products, a really well designed piece of technology. But this video really is a comparison between the iPhone 8 Plus and the SE. Also, I'm going to call this one the Plus, this one the SE. If you do have a Plus and you want to go to the SE, you might want to look at many videos describing these two. And when the stores open, maybe you should go look at it. Because when I first saw the SE, I was like, wow, it's going to have the same interface as the 8. And, maybe I'll like it. I mean, the price is right. The whole environment with the touch is cool. Even the gestures and all that. Even though I'm comfortable with my the iPad Pro, the gestures, I'm comfortable with that. But with the phone, it's different sometimes. I feel like just because I use this more often than anything else, the gestures are the same. But the moment I opened the box and looked at it, I was like, oh my gosh, this is tiny. And they don't, sure, everybody's talking about the SE, the first SE, and people are talking about the 8. And you see in videos, they're all beautifully aligned and they moved and all that. But really describing it, I was shocked. I mean, I've had the Plus for almost 3 years. And when I got the Plus, I really didn't like it at first. It was too big, too bulky. Sure, the screen was really nice and big. I thought, well, the power management is going to be a big problem. It turned out that it wasn't that bad. I still don't like putting it in my front pocket. And we'll talk about also the covers in a minute, which makes it more bulky too. But I got comfortable with this. But with the SE, now that I have the SE in my hands, oh boy, this is definitely going to be another mindset shift in that I'm going to have to go back to a tiny form. Really, I call this a tiny form. Even though the phones, if you look at them, the SE is not really tiny. It's just a smaller form factor. The SE is I think it's a bit thinner than the Plus. And the buttons, the buttons are practically very similar. It even has this band on the top. Crazy, huh? Oh, right, on the bottom too here. The speakers, right? That's pretty interesting. And then the back, this one has a telephoto. I guess that's why the Plus was also marketed as. And you can see the logos in a different place. And then on the other side, you got, no, wait a minute, like this, right? So you got your whatever this is, your card, SIM card, I guess, and then your button, your power button. So the size is going to be something that I'm going to have to get accustomed to again. And if you really look closely to the fonts, this is the largest font size you can get on this phone compared to this. So if you wear reading glasses like I do, that's a little bit hard to read. Of course, the text here is a little bit bigger. And it doesn't help that I have this bird picture in the background either. So in terms of covers, you can see that I got the leather one again. I had a leather cover, I don't remember which phone, maybe 5 years ago. The one thing that really shocked me when I first got it the first time was that it got really like oily and greasy and it turned really ugly. But I found out later that that's what it was supposed to do. And then later on, I really liked it and I really didn't want to, get away from it. The only thing is these are really expensive. Well, they're expensive. I mean, they're what are they, like $49 or something? It's not cheap. And so I didn't buy another one because it's just like, why am I going to buy another one every year? So I bought the silicone version, which I think is a better buy, and it did last. I mean, this is almost 3 years old. It didn't last me very well. On the other side, it's very nice and plush. Um, and you can see that these are the red products. And the thing with the red, and let's see, let me do this so you can get a sense of a couple of things here about the color. Let's turn it around like this, I guess. So these are all different shades of red. This is the silicone. That's the phone, of course, the SE. That right here is the leather cover, and then this is my pocket knife. You know, most people kind of know what the color of the pocket knife is, which is a nice deep red. And this cover, the leather cover is almost like it, but not quite. A little bit darker. Okay, so you got a sense of the covers. They do give you more bulk. Now let's do something else. That's that's pretty interesting, I think. And that is your pants, right? Your back pocket. These are my Lucky Brand jeans. And when you put your phone on your back pocket, right, it goes all the way in. And it's a little loose, right? It goes back and forth and whatnot. You can surely squeeze it horizontally, but that takes a little effort. And it's a little more secure probably. I usually don't put it in my back pocket, but I have put it in my back pocket because I don't want to carry it anymore. And then I accidentally sit on the on the phone. I don't like to put it in my front pocket at all. Never have. Not the Plus. So compare that to this guy, right? The SE. Oh boy, much smaller. You know, and you can easily put it horizontally, right? And of course, you can put it vertically, which will just be there. But here's the thing about this phone that I was pretty surprised about. The, whatever you call this, coin pocket, watch pocket, you know, even pocket knife pocket maybe, right? Because you can put your pocket knife in there, sort of. But check this out. You can put the phone in here. Isn't that crazy? That is pretty neat, right? And I think those people who want to put their phones in this little pocket, they're going to be really nice. Now, granted, I don't know if this pocket is a standard size pocket. If it is, that's cool. If it isn't, I don't know. You should always try it on your pocket just to see if it fits for you. Okay. So we know it fits in pockets. And those are male jeans, by the way. Yeah, let's do this. When I unboxed the SE, I noticed that, well, let's do it this way, right? When I unboxed the SE, I noticed that the SE box was much smaller. The phone is smaller, of course. The only big difference inside was that the adapter. The Plus comes with the adapter with the 3.5 jack for audio. This one doesn't. And the power brakes are, I believe, they're the same. They look the same. So, not a big difference in the box or the boxes. This one comes in black. That's pretty neat, isn't it? Okay, so let's look at speed, right? Because I already have one of my friends ask me, is it faster? And I told him that if it was an iPad, I can tell you very easily if it's slower or not. Because with iPads, when you get a new iPad and you run some software that you always use, most of the time you can tell that there's a big difference. I remember the first iPad and then like maybe the iPad 3 or whatever it was. Yeah, you can tell a big difference in speed. So let's see if there's any difference in speed here. Let's try a simple thing like weather. Ooh, that one was a little faster, wasn't it? The plus. Well, maybe I touched it earlier or faster. Let's look at repeaters. Let's look at the repeaters. Oh yeah, this one was a little bit faster, but it wasn't like, oh my gosh, the plus is like taking forever. No, not really. Let's look at, let's see, let's go over here. Maps. Let's do maps. This one's a little bit faster, but maps, this one's fast too. I mean, but this one's, you can see, was a little snappier. A little bit. But not a lot. Let's see, what else can we do? Let's look at this calc. Okay. Let's try that again. All right, let's do that again. Here we go. Ooh, that was about the same size. But look at this beautiful interface for the calc. Right? If you're a science geek like I am, math geek, science geek, or maybe nerd, maybe that's a better term. Yeah, this is beautiful. Look at that. This is beautiful. This is beautiful, but this is even nicer. Oh wow, that's a nice interface. Let's go with the Sky Safari Pro. Let's see what happens. Definitely a little bit faster, but not that much difference. Let's see. Is there something else I want to show? Let's use this program called Class Calc. They're about the same. The plus was a little slower, a little bit, but definitely nothing to worry about. The 8 Plus, I think they still sell it. I can see why, because it's such a great phone. Here's APRS FI. Let's try that. This one didn't go anywhere. Usually it's like, there he goes. Okay, let's try that again. Let's do that again. APRS FI. Okay. Not bad. I mean, it's not slow. It really isn't slow. It's not that bad, really. The speed. I'm sure if there was Photoshop in here or something else, perhaps there might be a difference. But this is not for Photoshop. And so the last thing is, why am I going from one to the other? Well, I think at this point, I am comfortable with saying that this really is for communication. Texting, calling, email, maybe a little bit of browsing, and doing fun things like, like I need to see the maps of something, or, the sky or whatever. I'm comfortable saying that my primary machine is still my iMac, and my tablet is very good for travel and my portable. So this has its place, but this is not my desktop replacement. But for some people it is. Okay, I hope you enjoyed that. Please subscribe, and I hope you enjoyed this video. I'll see you later. Bye-bye.